Reed Benedict was the son of a famous Staten Island watchmaker and jeweler named Samuel Ward Benedict, who had founded Benedict Jewelers. Reed Benedict would take over the share of his father's business and owned a large estate on Staten Island. Reed and his wife Mary Elizabeth Wennett, whose lineage could be traced to some of the first Staten Island settlers, had 9 children. Among them was Sarah Benedict, born June 9, 1864. She would marry Louis H. Achilles, a German immigrant and jeweler who was an executive for the Benedict Jewelers. In 1915, they would build a house on her father's land facing Manor Road. Sarah would pass away at the age of 59 in 1923, and Louis Achilles would pass away inside the home on December 12, 1938. The house would stay in the Achilles family till July 24, 1956. The house would be sold 2 more times till my client's family bought the home in 1968. Living there for 53 years, the residents were selling the house and asked me to investigate the home. I was originally told through a third party that only minor things were happening, certain noises and doors opening and closing. I would investigate the home on 2 occasions. The first time, only minor things happened while there. Later, I would realize we had received communication through a spirit box in a room that didn't have any reported activity. I would be requested to investigate the house a second time, and through interviews realized there was much more to the house than first realized. After the second night, I went home terrified and told my girlfriend I would never do paranormal investigations again.
So,
So the house was made, what, 1915?
1915, I believe it was made. My grandparents bought it, I want to say 65, 66, something around there.
Okay.
Raised 12 kids here. It was a 2-family when they first moved in, upstairs, downstairs. They were downstairs. Then my grandfather bought the entire house as he had more kids and continued to have kids, and then added an addition to the house. There's been, I have 29 cousins, so all the grandchildren who have come here and stayed here have all had separate things from when they were little to older, of something is, my bed was shaking, I saw something pass through at night, I got up to go to the bathroom and something passed through. My grandmother came down one time and found a glass on the table, and she washes the kitchen every night, cleaned everything, completely gone. There was a glass on the counter with lipstick on it, and nobody would have that red lipstick on the glass.
And the house is empty right now because she's selling it.
Yeah, the house is empty because we sold it.
You know, we'll do a walkthrough and just show me the areas.
Yeah, no
and you had a medium, you said, in the house too at one point?
Yeah.
How long ago was that?
A couple of years ago, probably 5, 6 years ago.
Did you find anything?
It was just, honestly, family members. Like my uncle, who was killed 9/11, he came through and spoke to us.
Okay.
But I don't know about anybody else. I know my great-grandfather, who I never met, he also came through to I believe to my mother and my grandfather.
Do you know their names or anything?
My great-grandfather was Leonardo, okay. And then my uncle was Leonard. Then, like I said, there was another thing with, like my little cousin saw in this front bedroom. She kept saying,
"Can we go in?"
Yeah, we can go in. This is where my grandmother, every night, this would be completely spotless and clean, dishwasher done, everything. She came down, there was a glass of water here with lipstick on it. And there was no female here besides her. There was nobody that would have done that. Nobody stopped by.
That only happened once?
Yeah, that was once. This doorbell started to ring. There was nobody at the door. There's also a front doorbell, which I'll show you in the front from the original house. My grandfather added this for this door when he built this part, but the front of the house had a separate doorbell. Those doorbells kept going off as well, and they were going off like simultaneously. And I remember I was a kid, but I remember the doorbells going off. My grandfather was like, "Well, I'm going down, I'm gonna turn everything off. I don't know what the problem is, I don't know, maybe it's not functioning." He turned the entire electricity off in the house, and the doorbell still went off, and they still went off. This was the door, and then there's a cellar, there's a basement.
There's a cellar.
Yeah. Do you want to go up first before we go down?
Yeah, okay. Whatever you feel comfortable
Yeah,
with.
so
Don't worry about the camera, it's just Mike wanted to be on a TV show.
This is a bedroom. This is the room that my cousin claimed she kept seeing somebody here, and she said the lady's not happy. She's an angry lady. She has a mean face.
How old was she when this happened?
She was about 4 or 5 years old when it started.
She said the lady was in this
The
room.
lady was here. Yeah.
Okay.
I slept in this room.
Remembering all this?
I slept in this room a couple times, and 100% when I slept in here once, I woke up to my bed like vibrating, like shaking in this room. And I remember just like
late at night, early in the
yeah,
morning.
it was like like 2, 3 in the morning, like in the middle of sleep. I would wake up and I'd be like, what the heck? And this is all original.
It was your cousin?
Yeah.
So that she was seeing a woman in there? Or
A woman here, and that's the
woman
same.
in the corner?
Yeah, the same woman was this front room, jewelry box that was there. And the jewelry box would be closed, but the music would play. And then sometimes even, and you know how like the music plays when it opens?
Yeah.
She would close it and it would still play, and like they would hear it like in the middle of the night, or if she was up here doing things during the day, like putting towels away, laundry in the front, the jewelry box would go off.
Fine.
Yeah, it would play.
Nothing in here?
Nothing that I can remember. I know, like, for the most part though, like all that, like the bed shaking and people like waking up, that's happening like almost every room up here. It's like just the
When's
shaking.
the last time the bed shake you noticed that, or anybody else's?
Me a couple weeks ago in this bed. Me
This
like,
shook.
This bed probably. Mike, you remember when I came out like 3-4 weeks ago? I stayed here. I said I'm one of my grandparents. I'm staying alone. I was a little nervous to stay alone. I haven't been here alone in years. And
Tonight you're gonna be alone.
I know. And then I slept in this bed and it shook. And that was probably
I'm gonna make Mike sit in here, but anything going on in here?
nothing that
Nothing.
I can think of. I know of without.
I'm gonna just go.
Yeah, it's gonna be a million degrees, but.
Yeah. So nothing in here. And this is, I'm getting turned around now.
This is the front. We're on the front of the house, above that room where the lady is. We're in the front of the house. That's Manor Road in front of you.
All right. So, did you just say something? Did we just say something?
Did you just make a?
Did you just make a noise?
No.
You heard that, right?
Yeah, I did hear that.
You just make a noise?
I swear, I don't know. But
No, I know, but look at that. Did you?
I heard that clear, and
I swear, I didn't hear anything. I really didn't hear
Alright.
anything.
Okay, this is
Oh,
why.
okay.
All right, you heard that.
I
Right?
did hear that. I thought it was you.
Freaked me out actually a little bit. I don't know what that was. It was like a shh, like
Right.
shh. All right, so we'll
Stop
check this
moving.
out in here.
So yeah, right here. That's where I would see something. So we would park on Benedict. I'd come in this door,
Okay.
put my keys down, and I'd walk in here. And me, my cousin and I said the same thing, and like separate times.
Okay.
We would go like this and just walk and try to just make it to the upstairs.
Something out of your
And the corner eye, we always saw like a black shadow in this corner down here, and we took a picture and we rolled the couch. There was a different couch here, and there was a bunch of us sitting here on a couch,
Okay.
and there was a white like foot, just a shadow of a white foot,
Really?
clear as day, just on the picture when it came. So you would be in here, you know, like even late night if you're by like myself down here, if I was with like one of my family members or my cousin or something, we were like in the kitchen eating, we'd be like, why the chair's moving, nobody's in there, and the chair would be rocking. And it's not like the air, it was like in the wintertime, so it's not like the air was on pushing it or anything.
So you got the black mass here. The chairs rocking. It only
Door-
happened
the doorbells.
once with the woman with the lipstick on the cup. It only happened once.
That was one time, and my grandmother saw
The
that.
bed shake. There was a woman in
That front bed.
right above.
And then the doorbells was multiple times. That happened a lot when we were younger. I remember it happening all the time.
And not missing anything. Right? So it's the doorbells. The one bedroom with your cousin, right?
Yeah,
With
she
the
saw
woman,
something,
and then I
yeah.
just heard something above there, which I don't know if it's Mike or not. So, all right, you